Saudi Arabia and Pakistan just signed a defense pact that basically says, attack one of us and you attack both of us. Sounds like some Fast and Furious family dialogue, right? But no, this isn't Vin Diesel. This is geopolitics, and it changes everything in the Middle East. Because for the first time in decades, the Arab world is openly signaling, we don't trust America to save us anymore. And if you think this is just another headline buried on page 7 of your newspaper, you're wrong. This deal could impact India, Israel, Iran, and even the next nuclear arms race. So let's break this down. Okay, let's start with the basics. Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, two Muslim-majority countries, just signed what is essentially a mutual defense agreement. Meaning, if Saudi Arabia is attacked, Pakistan joins the fight. If Pakistan is attacked, Saudi Arabia joins the fight. And this is not just some symbolic handshake for up. This was announced by none other than Prince Khalid bin Salman, Saudi's defense minister, who literally tweeted, "One friend against any aggressor." This is not subtle. This is not vague. This is a straight-up message to the world, especially to Israel. Why Israel? Because after Israel's recent attacks in Doha and Lebanon, the Arab nations suddenly realized something scary. America won't protect them if Israel is the one attacking. Now that's huge, because for decades, Gulf countries like Qatar, Jordan, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia operated under this assumption. We are rich, we buy weapons from the US, we host their troops, we are safe. But now they're like, oh, if Israel bombs us, Uncle Sam isn't coming to the rescue. That illusion is gone. Now you might be wondering why Pakistan, why not Egypt or Turkey or even Iran? Simple, Pakistan has nukes. Out of the entire Islamic world, 52 countries, Pakistan is the only nuclear power. So for Saudi Arabia, this deal is like upgrading your Netflix plan from basic to premium Ultra HD with nuclear deterrence. Because let's be real, Israel is a nuclear state. Everyone knows it. And for years, Israel has used their status as a shield, as a warning. Don't mess with us, we've got a big button. Now Saudi Arabia is saying, cool flex Israel, but guess what? Our buddy Pakistan is one too. That's not just a defense pact, that's a nuclear insurance policy. Translation, if Israel thinks about a nuclear strike, it won't just be Tel Aviv versus Riyadh, it could be Tel Aviv versus Islamabad. And that's a nightmare scenario. And here's where it gets awkward for India. India has spent the last decade cozying up to both Israel and the Gulf. Modi hugs the Saudi crown prince, shakes hands in Abu Dhabi, smiles for photos in Burj Khalifa. At the same time, India has built a deep strategic and defense partnership with Israel. But now, with this pact, Saudi Arabia has essentially put its chips on Pakistan. Think about that. For years, Saudi Arabia tried to balance relations between India and Pakistan, especially on Kashmir. But now, if push comes to shove, Riyadh will stand with Islamabad, which means if India and Pakistan go to war, Saudi Arabia is no longer neutral, it's leaning toward Pakistan. That's a tectonic shift. And you can already feel the discomfort in New Delhi, because while India tweets, stand with Israel, Arab capitals are like, bro, you're losing us. Diplomacy isn't about Instagrammable hugs, it's about trust. And right now, India is bleeding trust in the Arab world. Meanwhile, let's zoom out because this pact doesn't exist in a vacuum. Right now, Israel is increasingly isolated. The EU is threatening trade freezes. Spain already cut ties. Even American companies are quietly backing away. Netanyahu himself admitted, we are becoming isolated. And in the middle of all this, India doubles down on Israel, signing trade deals, hosting Israeli ministers, while the rest of the world is pulling out. That's like being the only guy at the party still hanging out with a dude who just started a bar fight. Saudi Arabia saw that and said, okay, if India won't have our back, we'll find someone who will. Enter Pakistan. Now here's where it gets scary. By signing this pact, Saudi Arabia is basically telling the world, we need nuclear protection. And you know what happens when one country feels vulnerable, others follow. If Saudi Arabia is willing to lean on Pakistan's nukes, what's stopping Egypt or Turkey or even the UAE from secretly developing their own programs? And let's not forget Iran. Iran has been on the edge of nuclear capability for years. If they cross that line, it's game over. The Middle East becomes the world's most dangerous nuclear neighborhood. This pact could trigger a nuclear arms race in the Middle East. And the irony, the US, the very country that tried to stop proliferation, is the reason this is happening. Because by blindly backing Israel, Washington made Arab states realize we can't depend on you anymore. So now they're shopping for new friends, Pakistan, China, maybe even Russia. This isn't just a regional shift, this is a global realignment. And here's the most tragic part. While all these geopolitical chess moves are happening, Saudi signing pacts, Pakistan flexing nukes, Israel feeling isolated, the people paying the price are in Gaza. Ordinary Palestinians bombed in their homes, fleeing under constant airstrikes, even attacked while trying to evacuate. Every time Saudi Arabia and Israel clash, every time America plays politics, it is the people of Gaza who suffer the most. And no pact, no matter how nuclear, changes that reality. So what does this all mean? It means the Middle East is entering a new phase. The old model, rich Gulf states relying on US protection, is dead. The new model, countries are hedging their bets. They're building their own alliances. And yes, nuclear weapons are part of that equation. Saudi Arabia choosing Pakistan is a warning shot. A message to Israel, a message to India, and maybe even a message to America. We don't need you anymore. And trust me, when the world's biggest oil power and the world's only Muslim nuclear power join hands, that's not just a headline, that's a geopolitical earthquake. So the next time you hear people dismissing this pact as just another Middle East story, remember, today it's Saudi and Pakistan. Tomorrow, it could be the start of a nuclear arms race. And once that genie's out of the bottle, good luck putting it back in. Stay tuned because this story is not going away. New deals, new alliances, new dangers, they're all coming. Thanks for watching. Share this video with your friends because trust me, this is one of the most important stories of our time.